So hey there, Spurs Talking. Welcome back to another video, guys. And these trades just keep getting crazier and crazier. And this time, Jimmy Butler to the Spurs, guys. Can this trade happen? This article by AirAlamo says it can. So without any further ado, guys, let's see what they have to say about this. And let's get the video started right now. So here we go. So yeah, guys, I have this article here by AirAlamo, and let's just see what they have to say about Jimmy Butler potentially joining the Spurs in his trade proposal. So let's get right into it right here. And this is what it says here: the proposed deal. The Miami Heat have experienced a lot of success lately, but it's always been an odd road for them. They have dealt with major injuries repeatedly over the last few years and underperformed during the regular season. Despite that, when the light comes off in the playoffs, they stepped up and gone on long playoff runs, leading all the way to the NBA Finals. This season, the boys in South Beach made the playoffs again, but this time Jimmy Butler couldn't suit up because of injury. As a result, they were bounced in 5 games by the Boston Celtics. After their lackluster season ended with a thud, Miami's GM Pat Riley made comments directly at Butler that would raise the eyebrows of the NBA world. Immediately, speculation began on whether the 34-year-old forward be in their long-term plans. The writer of this deal acknowledges the appeal of taking things slow for San Antonio, but as mentioned previously, taking things slow with an elite player on your roster doesn't sound like what a good organization does. And then this is the proposed trade proposal right here. So the San Antonio Spurs will be sending Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan, Zach Collins, and 3 first-round picks in this year's draft, which is the 8th pick, and also 2027 and 2029. So let's keep on reading. Let's see what else they have to say. A deal like this automatically changes San Antonio from a bottom feeder to a contender, but taking a step back, there is a little too much being given away in this deal for an aging star, especially when you're including Jeremy Sohan, who the Spurs love. That doesn't mean the deal is a bad one. It just needs to be adjusted. The 2024 8th draft pick is the most valuable, and Miami would likely require that part of the deal. That's fine, but either the 2027 or 2029 picks needs to stay. Both of these picks belong to the Spurs as a result of what everyone expects to be a meteor. I don't know if I'm saying that word right. But right from Victor Wembanyama and San Antonio, those selections won't likely hold a ton of value. That doesn't mean you just give them all away in one deal, though. There will be many more transactions taking place over the years. So I said management is of the utmost importance. And I guess this is just talking about the draft here, because it goes on saying this would still be able to draft a point guard like Reed Dillingham or Reed Shepard. After a career year from 3-4 Butler, the Spurs will be rolling out a much more dangerous lineup that score both from the outside and inside in a myriad of ways. Jimmy has shown his guts in several playoff series, and this is a better leadership paired with his resolve in big moments will be a massive for this young team. Okay, guys, so let's go on to the next slide and let's see what else they have to say. Let me see. The final verdict on the trade. San Antonio is the perfect place right now. They have draft capital galore and flexible cap space that only looks to increase in 2025. They can make moves in almost any direction with a positive outcome at the other end of the tunnel. But that doesn't mean they should be hasty with their assets. There is no guarantee that Jeremy Sohan will turn into Jimmy Butler, but Butler was drafted as a defensive specialist. There were very few who thought that the marquee product would evolve into the star he has. What is apparent now is that Sohan has a ton of potential, a selfish attitude, and has shown a rare determination to help his team. You want to keep those guys on your team for as long as possible. And Jimmy Butler will be 35 in September, as he aged, his injuries have increased. Training away a young, versatile forward with Sohan's measurables for an 18 player who while having had awesome performances in the playoffs, has yet to lead his team to a championship, will be a borderline ridiculous decision. And then this last part just talks about, I think, the contract and how much he's worth and everything. So you guys, I'm just gonna give my opinion about this right now. So I guess let's go back to the trade proposal. So like what it says right here, we will be sending to the Miami Heat Keldon Johnson, Jeremy Sohan, Zach Collins, and 3 first-round picks this year, which is the 8th pick, and 2027, 2029 for Jimmy Butler. I think, in my opinion, I think that would be, you know, too much will be given away just for one player. But I know in Twitter and everything, there's like rumors that the Spurs are now interested in what they have to hear in Keldon Johnson trades and everything. So Keldon Johnson could be on the move for this offseason. But also, if we trade also Jeremy Sohan and Zach Collins, we don't have a lot of good players that can be the starting power forward for our team, because we would have to be looking for that too, because we'll be giving up 2 forwards for Jimmy Butler too. And also, you know, with our picks, the 4th and 8th pick, I guess the Spurs will want to keep and see who we get in this year's draft too. So like what I said, I think this is just too much right here for the trade. I'm sure if there's probably other, you know, trade scenarios to get Jimmy Butler for less players, that could probably work out, but I think this is a no in my opinion. So I guess another thing, I guess let's just take a look at some of the stats for Jimmy Butler. Like what they said right here, his age is 34, so he's getting to a point where his age is catching up to him too, and you know, he's about to retire. But yeah, guys, last season Jimmy Butler, his points per game were 20 points per game. His assists were about 5 assists per game, while he was shooting about 50% from the field, and also 40% from the three-point land. And also his free throw shooting, free throws were about 85%. So he's a good free throw shooter for sure. And then also he's a good shooter as well. And I guess he shoots the 3-pointer pretty good too, but that's probably subpar. But yeah, guys, what our team needs right now is, you know, like what I said, shooters too, because we kind of like that last season, and also free throws too, because in, you know, crucial moments last season, we were missing some shots in while we were in the free throw line, and I guess our free throw percentages could probably be better. We get, you know, more players that can shoot the ball better from the free throw line. But hey guys, I guess this wraps up the video, guys. Just let me know your thoughts down in the comment section down below. What do you think? Should we go after Jimmy Butler, or is there other players out there free agency that we should get? But hey guys, thank you so much for tuning in. This wraps up the video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Go Spurs, go guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye everyone, and I'll see you guys soon. Thank you.